Hello, my name is Jane Doucette. My co-authors on this project are Dr. Zoe Wang and Dr. Matt Kernock, and I'm presenting my master's thesis research on the predictors of marine stewardship behaviour amongst residents of the Great Barrier Reef region and the role of self-efficacy. So what is marine, or more broadly, environmental stewardship? Environmental stewardship can be a range of actions that involve a person looking after the environment. Bennett and colleagues proposed in this framework here that stewardship action is a result of three elements: actors, motivations, and capacity, and that these elements are all influenced by context. Self-efficacy is an individual's belief that they can complete an action or achieve a goal, and it fits within the motivations element of this framework. Self-efficacy is important for marine stewardship, as if people don't believe that their actions are going to make a difference, they may not take those actions at all. As the Great Barrier Reef faces unprecedented threat, reducing direct pressures from reef users and fostering stewardship are among the priorities identified in the Reef 2050 Long-Term Sustainability Plan. However, in the most recent update on the plan, the stewardship objective was identified as having an inadequate level of knowledge and measurement. Considering this, our research focused on two questions. First, what is the relative importance of self-efficacy as a motivational predictor of marine stewardship? And second, what are the factors which influence self-efficacy in relation to helping the health of the reef? So to answer these questions, we used 2023 survey data from CSIRO's Social and Economic Long-Term Monitoring Program. We analysed two types of marine stewardship action: the performance of reef protecting action, as well as the donation of money for reef protection specifically. The potential predictors of these actions were chosen based on the context, actors, motivations, and capacity elements of this framework. And to understand predictors of high self-efficacy, which, as we said, is itself a motivator of stewardship action, we also use factors that fit into components across the entire framework. Our analysis involved a mixture of binary and ordinal logistic regressions. This graph here shows our results from both parts of the research question. So you can see along the top, we have our response variables, and then on the left, our predictor variables. The purple points here represent positive significant relationships between variables, while orange points represent those negative significant relationships. Columns 1 and 2 show the results from our first research question, i.e., what factors are predicting different stewardship actions. You can see that having high self-efficacy was important for performance of reef protecting actions. Also, respondents who felt morally obligated to help the reef, who valued the lifestyle benefits the reef provides them, and who had the knowledge of how to help the reef, were self-reporting they performed these two actions. Column 3 shows the results from our second research question into predictors of high self-efficacy. You can see that many factors here are related to either higher or lower levels of self-efficacy. Of note, respondents who trusted scientists in relation to the reef had high self-efficacy about helping the reef themselves. Similarly, respondents who believed climate change was a threat to the reef reported high self-efficacy. Having the knowledge of how to help the reef was also important for respondents' self-efficacy, whereas conversely, respondents who were sad about the outlook of the reef had lower self-efficacy. The results successfully answered our two research questions. First, we found many factors are important to marine stewardship, and self-efficacy is just one of them. These findings provide empirical case study data in support of the stewardship framework, as well as highlight the important factors for stewardship on the Great Barrier Reef specifically. Second, we identified some key predictors of high self-efficacy. Of note, having trust in scientists was especially important for self-efficacy amongst respondents. And it does highlight the importance of fostering trust at a time when trust is declining and misinformation is spreading. Overall, these findings indicate leverage points for managers to promote self-efficacy and stewardship, especially in relation to fostering trust and building capacity in relation to helping the reef. The findings do also contribute to that knowledge gap identified in the Reef 2050 plan. So where to from here? My co-authors and I are currently in the process of preparing a manuscript for publication. In terms of future research, it would be great to be able to confirm some of these findings in the context of the Great Barrier Reef specifically, and a more dedicated survey could be really useful for this. Thank you for your time today. Please feel free to connect with me if you'd like to discuss this research further. Thank you.